What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we're doing another regionals question and answer video. This time we have Calvin's video, who got second at Ontario Regional. Sorry, I was going to say Seattle, but it's Ontario. But as you see, it is a Seismitoad, Keldeo, Muna, which Muna has the long distance hypnosis. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. If tails, your active Pokemon is now asleep. But the cool thing is you have Keldeo with the Flowstone, the rush free retreat rush in. You have the Mewtwo EX for X-Ball. You have the Jinx, which has Victor Kiss. Once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon's on your bench, may heal 10 damage from your active Pokemon, so that's pretty cool there. And then he played a 2-2 Mccargo line. Alright, so let's see. You have Slugma, Grass Fire, discard a grass when you attach to your opponent's active. Ram for 30. Not very interesting. But Mccargo has, I guess, Omega Barrier. When your opponent plays a trainer card, excluding Pokemon tools and stadium cards, to prevent all effects of that card done to this Pokemon. So it's just like Primal Groudon. You can't Lysander up, you can't Crush an Amber, you can't Enhance Hammer, you can't Laser it, you can't do anything really to it. So it's going to sit on your bench and chill there until you want to use it. Now, Mccargo has first attack Ram, which does 30, but it has Oh my goodness, why is this a crazy? I don't know how to say his name. Indomitable Blaze. I don't know how to say that first word. Why? Look, welcome to the South. Okay, so Indomitable Blaze. I'm gonna say it like that. It's 60, and your opponent's active Pokemon is EX. It does 60 more. So 120 to an active. If it has a Muscle Band, 140. In a Vermic Laser, you do 170, so that's pretty cool there. You can knock out most EXs that way, so it seems like a really good card. But the cool thing about Mccargo is it's really good against Exeggutor, because you can't play trainer cards on it. So you can't Crush Hammer, you can't Poison it, you can't Laser it. So Mccargo kind of just auto-wins you the Exeggutor matchup, which seems pretty cool, so that's why the Mccargo's pretty cool, pretty good in the deck. And we see that it plays Acrobikes, Bicycles, Roller Skates, just to draw through his deck fairly quickly, and he plays the 4 Sycamore and the one Lysander, one trump card. Sorry, I said Lysander, but it's Lysander trump card. There we go. But this is his day 1 deck, and if you get about a millisecond, you'll see his day 2 deck. Alright, so for day 2, Calvin, he kind of switched up his whole deck. Instead of playing Mccargo, he's playing Plasma Lugia. It's still still a weird concept, but obviously it did him great at the tournament. He got second overall. But you had the Plasma Lugia, which has Overflow. You take another prize when you knock out a Pokemon from your attack, so that when you knock out an EX, you take 3 prizes, and ask about that. He plays a 3 Course Machine, which you search your deck for a Plasma Energy card, attach it to one of your Plasma Pokemon, so you can actually get the Plasma Energies onto your Lugia, which you need to actually use Plasma Go, because you have to discard a Plasma Energy, or it doesn't work at all. But hopefully you enjoyed the interview, and thanks for watching. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we're doing a regionals question and answer video. And what's your name?
Calvin Tathanhlong.
Alright, and what regionals are we talking about?
Ontario Regionals.
Okay, so we know that you play the crazy Mccargo, Seismitoad, Jinx, Keldeo, Mewtwo deck.
Yep.
But what were the decks that you played against, and did you win or lose against them?
Okay, so round 1 I played against, I believe he was an American. He played Donphan with Haluchas and Silent Lab. I was having a really hard time with Silent Lab because I had to bump it every time because my entire deck is like all abilities from basic Pokemon. Round 2 I played against Zach Lesage, who was playing Donphan Halucha, so it was pretty much the same thing. 2-0'd both of them. They just couldn't set up their Donphans. Round 3. Oh, by the way, 4-1 games. Never reached Toronto. This is the place to be. Anyways, okay. So round 3, I was going up against Andre, and we ended up tying because we were kind of scared of the matchup because it was really 50-50. But everyone yelled at us for tying because it was so early, like round 3, right?
Yeah.
So that ended up happening. Round 4, I played Rob Davies, and he ended up scooping to me because his resistance was really bad, and it was the mirror match, right? So it was pretty much a coin flip. Whoever goes first wins, pretty much. Round 5 was against Klaczynski, so I took game 1. And then game 2 and 3, I just dead drew like crazy. Like I drew supporters when I wasn't supposed to, and I made a really big misplay with an Acrobike. So I played Acrobike, and there was an Acrobike and a roller skates, and I got really greedy, and I got the roller skates, and then it was tails, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna scoop. So that was it. And then round, what was that? Round six, I played against. Wait, how many rounds were there? Seven rounds. So, oh, one of the rounds somewhere down the line, I played against Gardevoir.
Okay.
Destroyed them because I just hit all heads, and they never could attack. So that was good. They fell asleep all the time. And then the final round was against Simon Luong, who was playing Plasma. A really good friend of mine. I believe he took third at Virginia Regionals. And I was having a really hard time with Snorlax because, I can't rush and retreat because I can rush in, but I can't retreat.
Yeah.
So there was a turning point in the game one where I got greedy with my last Lysander. I mean my last Versus Seeker, and I got a Lysander instead of a trump card, and he noticed that, so that he started just passing, and then I decked out. And I was like, oh shit. I mean, oops, no swearing, but my bad. All right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So that was game one.
Yeah, and then game two, I won, and then game three, I won again.
Okay. I thought you were gonna tell me something exciting for those games. No.
Nothing really. Like he was red signaling and then Snorlaxing and team pacting, and then I just came back with lasers and Muna and all that.
Okay. So I guess the question about your deck is, why did you decide to play the Mccargo?
Okay, so originally the list was Toad Lugia, the deck that I played at day two, and I was having a hard time with Virizion Genesect and Manectric in general, and I noticed that me and Rob noticed it, and then he brought up the Mccargo, which dealt with Manectric and it dealt with Virizion Genesect. So that's pretty much how I went from there.
Okay.
And you basically one-shot EXs with Verbank Laser, Muscle Band, right? Because you're hitting 120, 140, 170. And yeah.
Alright. So what was the idea behind the 4 acro bikes, the 3 roller skates, and the 2 bicycles? It seems like you played a 4-3-2.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. But it's just so you can basically the concept of the deck was to get Keldeo turn 1 for the mirror, right? And we wanted to ensure that for every game. So we played that line just to ensure the Floatstone on the Keldeo, or even Toad with DC Muscle Band, right?
Now you did play the 2 random receivers. Did you ever a random receiver into something you didn't want? You're like, man, this card's bad.
The funny thing is, sometimes I actually random receiver into Trump card or a Lysander, but I'd rather have those early so that I can sycamore them away so I don't get them later, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't having too much a problem with random receiver. The only problem was in the finals against Alex, I was random receivering, and then I didn't random receiver into any supporter because Lysander was prized, and I knew it was over there.
Okay. I don't want to talk too much about day 2 right now.
Oops.
It's okay. But after playing the tournament and everything, would you make any changes to the list, or you think it's pretty solid?
For the day 1 deck?
Yeah, the day 1 deck.
Let's see. I would change the fire energy into rainbow energy just so that I could grenade hammer if I wanted to, or even side drive with the Mewtwo. I don't know, just to make it really creative. I could hug with Jinx or Secret Sword, right?
Yeah.
I had very many options. Other than that, I think it was fine. Maybe a town map or a megaphone, but there's no room.
Okay. So going into day 2, what was the thought process of going into Lugia Seismitoad?
Okay, so Chris Venier, who I believe made top 4, wanted me to play Night March Archeops. And we kind of play tested around with it, and I didn't like how I couldn't get Maxio or Archeops. So I was really uncomfortable with the deck. And then I was like, well, why don't I just play the original concept list of the deck? Just troll, right? Because I didn't expect to get past top 8, so I was just might as well play the dumbest deck. I ended up playing Toad Lugia, And that was the idea behind it, just the original concept of the deck, um, based off Curtis Lyon's engine, and just taking last three prizes from Lugia is like awesome.
Okay. So what happened in day two?
Okay, so I came like 40 minutes late because I slept in, and I thought I was gonna get DQ'd, but they gave me a round one loss, and my opponent Sean Foisey was playing Trevin and Aselgor,
Hmm.
and basically I had to win game two or else I was like cut out of the tournament, right? And he was running really hot. He was doing all the I don't know what the attack is called.
Back and cover.
Deck cover, right? He was doing all that, and then I just pulled a Lysander, and then I started using items and scoop ups, and I just dominated. And then game two, he had to yawn me with Shelmet, and from then on, it was just downhill. He just dead drew.
Okay.
Yeah. For the next match against Chris Venier, he was playing Night March, and he was playing the Mew with the hard chimes, and he was quaking punching me for like 30 while I was quaking punching him for 10. But I could heal mine with Jinx,
Yeah.
and Muna was taking over a lot of the games because I know his list in and out, and he knew my list because I asked him to fill out a deck list for me because I came late. So we both knew each other's decks, and I knew his counts. So once he played one Lysander or two switches, like I kind of knew how to play around that, so that I could take the win, right?
Yeah.
What ended up happening was on the like I don't know, it was really tough because like I had Lugia and he obviously had Joltik, and it was just really awkward matchup, right? But then I ended up getting to Plasma Gale, one of his Mews, on the final game to take the final win. Another thing is he started like slowly scraping away his prizes, like as if like he was gonna win. Right after he said Secret Sword, and I was like, "Oh shit! Like, how much does it do? Right? Like, how much damage does Secret Sword do?" But he knew that I had the Plasma Gale coming, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to talk about the finals?
Yeah.
or-
We'll get your side of the story, I guess.
Okay. So I started off with Lugia, and attach pass, top deck Sycamore. But by then, my Lugia had like 80 or 100 damage on it, and he just Lysandered it out, and I was like, oh no, right? And then my Toad Lock and my Muna Lock wasn't helping because he kept flipping heads on his sleep flips, and I couldn't stop him from having energy. It was just like, at one point he was doing like 300 damage. It was just awful. Game, I believe, two, he no, I prized Lysander, which I was really aware of, so I was like trying to take prizes, but like I couldn't take prizes from anything off the bench because obviously Lysander was prized, so
Yeah.
just over from there. Yeah, but he was really nice opponent. I've never had a nice opponent like that before. So shout outs to Alex.
I mean, still second place is very nice. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So I guess with the roller skates in both decks, do you know if you hit a lot of heads or did you hit mostly tails?
Mostly heads, because I cycled through the deck so quickly, like 3 or 4 times per game, that I'm bound to hit it. Like, people were saying that, oh, the deck is like really lucky or whatever, but the fact that I'm hitting the cards over and over and over gives me a chance of having it like technically consistent, right? So, yeah.
Okay. So is the idea of the deck do like for day two? Is the idea of the deck to like do early damage to Toad and then take 3 prizes with Lugia? Or are you looking to take the last like 3 prizes just with Lugia alone?
Okay, so basically you poke with Toad and then you Plasma Gale with Lugia, because the math really adds up. But the thing is, sometimes it's for the last 3 prizes, or sometimes if I can kind of time, like if I know that you're drawing bad and like there's no way that you can one-shot my Lugia, then I'll take advantage and just Plasma Gale you when I can, just to make the games go faster. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. I wish the Jinx were 2 Deoxys in my day 2 list. Other than that, I wouldn't change anything.
I know this is a crazy idea, but would you ever consider the computer search to be a scramble switch?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I don't know, like it just seems cool to like you're fucking with Toad and the scramble switch. Look, I don't know. Crazy
Yeah.
ideas, I know.
Oh wow, like 2 Chorus machines and then scramble. Oh yeah, it could work, but sometimes the computer search is like super consistent, right? For like floatstone or a Keldeo or a laser or Verbank.
Yeah.
But it's a good idea. I like it. I like
Okay.
it a lot.
So after getting second place,
Maybe-
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say maybe life, dude. I'll take 3 prizes while you take one.
Nah, we'll pass on that idea. That one, nah. All right. So I guess after getting second place, how many championship points are you at right now?
I'm at 279
Okay.
currently.
Out.
Yes.
How much you thought you were gonna get?
Okay, to be fair, I thought I was gonna get 0 because I'm
I was
like,
gonna get 75.
okay, 75. Okay. Because like I started playing this game this season, right? So like it's not even been a year yet,
Yeah.
and it's just like so crazy how I accumulated so many points just out of the blue, right? So yeah, just 21 more points and I'll be good for my invite, hopefully.
Are you maxed out league challenges already?
I have 2 that I still have to do, but I don't think it matters because all I need is top 32 Nats or top 16, and regardless, it's 30 points for top 32 or top 16. I don't remember.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if I get LCs.
Okay.
Either way, it's either I get my invite or I whiff it.
Now, are you going to get any more regionals or nationals in the next big tournament?
My next one is going to be nationals, but I might go to Edmonton, or I don't know what regionals it is, but Alberta, I guess.
Yeah, Alberta. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one for me. If not, then it's just Nats and LC or whatever.
Okay. Now, do you think after this like with a new format, do you still think Mccargo, Size Toe still be a good play?
No, not at all. Okay, so the thing is, when I was testing this deck, Roaring Skies was allowed to be played on like PTCGO.
Yeah.
And like Rayquaza was just faster than me by like 100 times, and I'm like, what is my Quaking Punch gonna do if you've played all your items already? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, true.
I don't think it's gonna be that viable. But maybe Toad Lugia. Maybe.
Okay. Any other secret decks you maybe want to share in the new format, or you haven't really tested that much?
After my big second place, I just stopped and just murdered at home, just like, can't think of anything new.
Okay, all right. Well, do you want to get any shout-outs to anybody?
Yes, I do. All right, so my first shout out is going to be to Nick over here, my mentor. Taught me how to play this game, pretty much. Took me in when no one thought I was good, and well, now I'm here. Also, I want to give a shout out to Celine, cutest band format. Okay, Ronaldo, my other mentor, Jason G, aka Greeny, Jason Lum, aka Jason Yams, Marvin Lubanzin, aka Team Hyoger, aka Team Taeyeon, aka Team Homer.
Okay.
Also want to give a shout out to Team Bank, Zach Lesage, Jacob Lesage, and Dakota, Team Lucario, Rob Davies. I should have prioritized that, but Rob Davies, give a huge shout out to him. 401 Games for providing me with cards pretty much to play, and gave me this mat today. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like $20. You can buy it at 401. Okay. .ca. Okay. Want to give another shout out to Winona Ryder, Allison Hannigan, Cray Sean, Cherry Crush, Brian, Eric, and Choice from 401 for dealing with Pokemon, and shout out to Squeaky for doing this interview and making the format like sane, right? Like, yeah.
Alrighty, man.
All right. Well,
Is that it? Is that everybody?
that's a lot, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Got my post-it note.
Oh, you got a post-it note. Oh, okay. I was wondering you were looking at the whole time. Alrighty, man. Well, thank you so much for doing this, and good luck at Nationals.
All right. You too, man. Take
Alright.
care.
Bye.